Again, my back philosophy has changed every year. Since I changed every year, it's mainly been my focus. I was not born with the most gifted back of all time, as I admit and come across to a lot of criticism, and myself for that matter. But I've been trying desperately to work on my lat width and my thickness in my back to try to create some balance between my upper and my lower body. First, we're going to do some of those good old-fashioned pull-ups or chins. From that, we're going to combo it up with this different kind of between supinated and pronated grip. It's just a different style grip where we can in between the two. It's basically a heavier set mixed with a lighter volume set. I have really high lats, unlike the next gentleman after me, Kevin O'Frum. My lats don't come into my hips, so I have to really try to extend them as wide as possible. So for a lot of this, my training, I spend a lot on pull-ups. I'm a big man of science. Obviously, I'm working on my doctorate in exercise physiology, so I appreciate evidence-based information. I've come across some literature in the aspect of creatine kinase, which is a biomarker for muscle tissue damage. I've seen a lot of higher biomarker levels associated with higher intensity sets followed by a lower intensity, higher volume set. So I applied this kind of philosophy and theory with some of my back training as far as the pull-ups and then into a lat pull-down. So a higher intensity in my body weight and then going to a lower volume, lesser weight, but higher volume set. My goal is to try to see as wide as I get my lats and as thick as I can get. I was explaining to Nick earlier, I have and in other videos too, I have a hypokyphotic curve, meaning I have more of a anterior motion or area of my spine that goes anterior, so I have more of a broader looking chest and a very concave mid-upper back. Not an excuse, just to combat that. I try to put as much tissue in my upper back as possible. I have really high lats, unlike the next gentleman after me, Kevin O'Frum. My lats don't come into my hips, so I have to really try to extend them as wide as possible. So for a lot of this, my training, I spend a lot on pull-ups.
Get up there. Come on. Get up there.
From that, we went to a dumbbell. I went to a supinated grip, went to mid-back instead of lat, just did some lat work there. So I went with that supinated grip, I get more of my upper back into the motion, which I was trying to recruit. I do that in either dumbbell motion like that. I've just gone to dumbbell the last couple of times. I also do that in a barbell motion also, but dumbbell this time.
There you go.
Very good. Right.
There you go.
So, I have a thick lower lumbar, concave mid-upper back, and high lats. All together creates not a very good illusion. And the only way to combat that is to try to get my lats as wide as possible, which has been a pain in the ass. And trying to collect as much tissue in my back as possible on my mid-back. It's not been easy. Slow. So I try to come up with anything I can that recruits and, for that matter, decruits other musculature so I can make it more where I want it to be, so to speak. From that point, we went to an underhand kind of grip, close grip row. I chose that with extension, forward hip extension, and the pulling motion, flexion motion. I get actually more of my lower rhomboid, lower trap area motion into it, or contraction into it. Again, my focus today has been mid-upper back with some lat, a lot mid-upper back movements. more of a.
This is getting under more. I feel it more.
It depends on how you pull and what you pull with. I'm trying to reduce the range of motion and more of a lean, so I'm getting more lower rhomboid trap. That's my goal. We worked on kind of middle upper trap with that kind of row with a supinated grip. This is underhanded grip, so it depends on where you pull it. For me, if I were to pull it down here, I'd have more lat coming down. If I pull it here, more rhomboid, lower rhomboid trap area. Is there a huge amount? No. With this one, the underhand grip, I just feel that lower bottom of the trapezoid area. From that point, we went to just an old style Dorian, obviously not the same amount of weight, but a Dorian style deadlift. I like those a lot. I'm kind of, as far as deadlifts go, I'm trying to incorporate more of my back, less hip extension, less quadricep movement in the actual motion as deadlift. So I really could care less if it's 600 pounds or 200 pounds. It's where I feel it, where I want. My philosophy has always been tension over time, trying to pull the motion I want. There's no sense for me in my philosophy of using a muscle if it's dominating and using it and it gets bigger if you don't want it to. I'm trying to get my back to do it, not my legs. I'm trying to create balance in my body. That's my goal in bodybuilding or otherwise, is I want symmetry. So I went from that deadlift into just some pull downs and some other high volume. I've always been a high proponent or a big proponent on volume. I like volume. A lot of research on there showing a lot of increased muscle protein synthesis with higher volume to failure in comparison to a 90% at 1 rep max single sets. So again, I'm an evidence-based person. Doesn't mean it explains everything, but I do like science and I appreciate it. And on top of that, I am not going to be the strongest guy in the gym. I've come to accept that. I am not the strongest, nor am I going to want to try to be that. I'm kind of bearing with a shoulder injury right now. Kind of really babied it to keep it happy, so to speak. So that I can kind of go. My goal is longevity. I don't want to break it and then 6 weeks out not be able to compete. So I really try to listen to my body. It says when I can speed up, slow down, but for me it's consistency over time. I don't really try to beat myself up. I train the same style. It's not more or less. It's consistency with myself. So other than that, I want to thank Dante at True Nutrition. He's been my sponsor since 2008, always been there for me. Of course, my wife, who's dealt with my crap during all my contest preparation, and Greg here at Metroflex Plano, which I found a home here at this gym. It's wonderful. I can't wait till the new Destination Dallas opens up and we can actually have air conditioning and I won't be soaking through my shirts as bad. So, other than that, we'll catch you next time. Hopefully get another MD video before USA's. Until then, hopefully I'll have a little bit more gaunt look to my face and a little bit more grumpier. So, until next time, thank you.